everybody. What's going on today? Let me see here. There we go. All right. So, want to do something a little different this morning. Coming to y'all a little bit later. But I got something I want to talk to y'all about today. All right. So, right now, I want to talk to y'all about figuring out the why. Okay. I was doing some studying yesterday and something came across my mind and I want to talk about it. And that thing is why do the people who follow you follow you? All right, I think that's a really important question. Why do the people who follow you follow you? All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna frame this thing in a manner so that it makes two different points. Okay. So the first thing I want to talk about is positional authority. Now, the reason I'm starting with the positional authority is that you know in our profession we have positional authority. So when you first get a group of individuals, they're going to follow you because that positional authority comes with what I like to call positional trust. Okay. So that positional trust is going to go ahead and, it's going to get the majority of people to follow you. You still going to have those people that's going to be like, oh, yeah, whatever. They're untested. I don't care about their track record. I'm going to do things the way that I want to do them. But the majority, they're gonna go ahead and look at that positional trust, and they're gonna follow you for a little bit. Okay. Now, your actions from that point forward is what's going to determine if that positional trust goes up. All right. Well, I ain't gonna say it's gonna go up. The positional trust is gonna turn. It's gonna change. It's gonna go from being positional trust because that trust came with the position to them trusting in you. Like you can only rely on that positional trust for so long before it starts to erode. Okay. Now, if you can't get that positional trust to transition into them trusting in you and believing in you as a person and buying into you as a person, now you're going to have some problems as a leader. All right. Okay. That's that. So now we talked about the positional trust with the positional authority, and this being one of the initial reasons that people will follow you. All right. Now, once we get past that point, we're past that point, and people are going to either go left or right. They're going to say, hey, look, this person looks what right looks like, and I want to emulate that, or I want to be a part of what's going on here, or they're not. All right. Now, this is the part that I wanted to get to. All right. This is the part that I wanted to get to. The part that I wanted to get to is this. Are they following you to repay you for your kindness, the skills you've taught them to help you out? Or are they following you to expose you? All right. Think about that. Are they following you to repay you for the kindness, the leadership, and all the great things that you've done for them, all the lessons that you've taught them? Or are they following you to expose you? Now, if they're following you for, all the great things and the training and all of that you've given them, then that's great. You're not going to have any issues. There'll be problems here and there. There are always problems. But if they're following you to expose you, you got to think about that thing. What was it that you did that put them in a position to want to expose you? All right. Are you being that leader that's not caring? Are you being that leader that's not, utilizing influence, i.e., you're not adding value to their life? You're not giving them a reason to trust you. You got to think about all of these things because, like I said in the very beginning of the talk, you got that positional trust in the beginning, but that's only going to last for so long. It's going to erode eventually. Eventually, your actions is going to either make that positional trust turn into a buy-in, and they're going to buy into you and they're going to want to follow you, or it's going to erode away. But that's on you. Your actions are going to determine that. And like I said, why are they following you? Are they following you to help you and pay you back for all the great things you've done, for taking care of them, all the times that you've trained them and you've given them the things that they need? You made sure that their families were taken care of, all of that stuff. Or are they following you to expose you because you've done wrong? You're not someone who needs to be in charge. You're not someone who needs to lead. You constantly do things that destroys the team. Instead of building a cohesive team, a team that will survive through anything, survive the test of time, you're destroying that team. One negative comment at a time. Like they say, there's power in the tongue. As a leader, you have to think about the things that you say to people, because those same people are going to be the people that takes care of you and takes care of his mission. All right. As a leader, we have to look at things differently. Once you become a leader, you lose the right to say, "Hey, how is this going to affect me?" You have to transition into a thought process. What's going on there, Park? You have to transfer into a thought process that says, "How is this going to affect my people? How is this going to affect my team? How is this going to affect the people above me, to the left of me, to the right of me? And, how is this going to affect those people?" That is the thought process of a leader. The thought process of someone who thinks, "How is this going to affect me first?" That's not being a leader. It's not. That's being selfish. It's not being selfless. All right. So a leader has to have that thought process of, how is this going to affect my team? A leader also has to know, how do I fit into my team? How do I fit into my team? How does my team fit into the organization? How does my organization fit into the field in which we perform in? Now we're talking about comparing and contrasting. Now, if we go back to the very beginning, like I said, why do they follow you? You see how all of this stuff is important. Because if you're that leader, you can be the leader that says, "Hey, look, how is this going to affect me?" And you know all the other stuff, but you're missing pieces. It's like a math equation. If you miss one step in the math equation, what happens? The math equation is wrong. And the step in this math equation that we're talking about right now is care. You have to care about the people you lead. If you don't care about the people you lead enough to see how they're doing, to check on their families, to show them that, "Hey, look, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I want to help you so much, to the point where you don't have to focus on all of the other crazy stuff that's going on. You can focus directly on your job." A leader has to provide that sense of security to those that they lead. If a leader cannot provide that sense of security, you're going to have a hard road. But if you can provide that sense of security, if you can show people like, "Hey, look, I genuinely care. I'm here for you. If there's something that you need, I got you." They will take care of everything else, and your business will be a success. It'll be a success. Like I said, if a leader understands those things, like, where do I fit into my organization? Like, to my team, where do I fit in my team? Where does my team fit into the organization? What does, my organization fit into the grand scheme of things? If you can understand all of those things and take those into account when you make a decision, and understand how your decisions will affect those above you, to the left and to the right of you, and your people that you directly are in charge of, I promise you, you'll be leading. You'll be looking at things from a bigger aspect, and people will look at you as if you are a very wise person. But these are the things that we must take into account when we make these decisions. So I asked this question again, and I'm gonna let y'all go. Why are they following you? Are they following because they want to pay you back and thank you and help you and make sure that you're successful because you've made sure that they were successful? Or are they following you to expose you? Your actions is going to determine that. All right, everybody, look, we love you all. Um, I appreciate y'all coming and tuning in. I want to do a little stand up on the day. So I got my mic and my headphones here. Um, the studio's coming along. Once I get it all set up, I'm definitely going to show it to everybody. Uh, hey, just go out and have a blessed day. Seize the day. Just remember this. You woke up this morning, so you already winning. No matter how bad, you think whatever's going on, you woke up this morning, so you are already winning. So, hey, like Sergeant Major Griff say, if ain't nobody else told you, you matter and you are important. We love you all. Hey, and as I say always, life is a choice, and I am depending on you to choose well. I'll be talking to you soon. Everybody be blessed.